Alright guys, welcome back to another 7 Adam Adventure video. Recently, Holy Knight Ice Jericho got added towards the game, and she is meant to be a stage boss killer, basically just going through your normal story mode, and she looked pretty decent. We saw her numbers even at 7-star, while she weren't the top of the actual tier list in terms of damage, right? The potential was there, and you can definitely see where they're going with this character, where if you summon now, invest early, over time you build her up, and once we start getting some new actual, or at least not some new, but once you get more stages and of course go in towards the hell difficulty. So right now we have Nightmare going to hell. Whenever that eventually comes towards again, I think people are saying after anniversary, we possibly could see a massive use for her because she's going to be having those extra multipliers to go over the top. But yeah, they posted this morning saying Jericho just got a full-on buff. So now we're 2 for 2 for characters actually getting buffed. When, to be fair, I don't think they needed it a little bit. I think the new melee we got a while ago, or I guess it was 2 weeks ago now, was pretty decent. I don't think it needed a buff, but we definitely appreciate them. We obviously want new characters to be top tier. And in Jericho, as you can see, has gotten a massive buff. I mean, look at these number increases. From 200% damage increase towards 800 to now 300 to 900 and now 500 towards 1000. So once again, to show you the actual gameplay of what it actually looks like, you can see my actual footage here. The final boss increased damage is gone up by 200%. So I think that adds up towards what, 235 I think, or is it the damage multiplies? I'm not entirely too sure, but this is only against the Shiver debuff characters. And then now obviously we go in game, we can now see the Jericho has been buffed up towards 800, which is crazy. Kind of funny as well, could we just kind of cover the dev notes saying, or people were saying, what, are you going to go and buff up characters? And we kind of said, did it really read buff up characters other than making like a new LR feature come towards the game sometime soon? But yeah, if a new character comes out and they're underperforming, then yeah, go for it. Buff up the characters. We're not going to mind here. So yeah, it's now gone up for 200. You can see 800% damage increase only when the Shiver is on. I feel like the Shiver should have been increased 5 seconds, give it 7 seconds, so at least there's like 2 seconds of downtime, which you can kind of negate by putting a gopher in. It would have been pretty cool. But yeah, let's quickly test out if she is good now in obviously normal stages. We're not going to test her out in other bosses because we already checked if she does not work. Okay, so I've gone back to my over here just to see like what we did. I believe this was on towards like normal stages. So after like a first rotation, we have the exact same setup here. She did run 9 million damage, which isn't bad. Once again, look at the damage numbers compared to other characters. Granted, the are low high dupe levels, so they are going to shine more. But let's just quickly check how much damage she does do turn 1 with her ultimate going second here. If I have myself, you can see. So the ultimate goes off. So she does 22 million damage, or billion damage. So, I mean, once again, normal is not that impressive, right? Like, anyone can do a lot of damage, but that is a big increase. That is a big increase from what we saw. And we check again here. Like, use the ultimate to do that much damage straight away. Granted, she is doing... I mean, to be fair, she's doing more damage than Berserk Melee. Like, if we're being honest, she's doing more damage than Berserk Melee. But, okay, let's actually put... Yo, that's actually a big buff. Hang on. I didn't think it'd be that good. Can I test her out in Nightmare first? And Nightmare, she's not that impressive because she is a low dupe level. But we'll talk about that in a second. So we put Berserk Melee second. Hang on. Let's summon the boss. So let's see Berserk Melee second. Let's see how much damage it does. Supreme Guard Barn goes off. Berserk Melee goes off. Have the numbers just broke? Hello? Okay, the numbers broke. Alright, let's check the numbers now. Wow! She's still doing more damage than Berserk Melee. Fully maxed out super where you can level 40 with a bunch of attack on. That is really, really good. That is a massive buff. So, I mean, look, she's not going to help me clear through normal stages. I can do that with Berserk Melee. So, I'm not saying it's a must summon. In fact, this actually might be a little bit of a bait because we do know we are be getting the beta anniversary in literally 1 week's time. We're going to be getting the patch shows on Monday, the update on Tuesday, which is going to showcase not only probably likely the new awakening system, but also the new festival level character, which I'm expecting to be Perfect Cube Merlin. So let me know who you think it could be. But that is a big increase. So you can tell already when she gets towards high dupe levels, she is going to be crazy. Let's now move on towards Nightmare stages, because this is where I was actually testing her. And I don't think she does that much in this one, because once again, her stats are lower to where she can't like penetrate the boss a lot. But we check right now. Berserk Melee does... Okay, numbers are broken today. What's going on? like, she's keeping up, right? Like, it's not a bad character to get, because as you can see right now, she's dealing damage comparable towards, like, let's say my Derriere is maxed out, right? If you were to try and get a maxed out Derriere, granted, I think it might be a type advantage. Blue, so she's type advantage right now, where I think Derriere's type disadvantage. Like, that's not bad damage. Like, for a 7-star character, where we've just summoned the character, we've done 1 rotation on the character, it's not bad, especially considering, you look at my Escanor. If you just summon Escanor and trying to get him up to that high, it would take a lot of resources, put a lot of damage, a lot of time. Where doing just 1 rotation towards this Jericho, that is not bad. And you can see how much damage she's doing on the normal stages, right? Where, like, she has decent stats compared towards the bosses. So, yeah, honestly, if you summon now and just get a little bit deep out, and then when she comes out to normal ticket, summon for it then. And then even when we get the new actual Grand Summon banner, we don't know if we're going to get one in 1 week's time. I hope we do, because Jericho will be in the banner. If you don't know what the Grand Summon banner is, it's basically all the past good characters that they've released in the last like 2 months, but at a triple rate higher, and only the good filler characters. So when you summon on that banner, you're only going to get good characters, generally speaking. You might not get that many Jerichos because the rates still aren't that high, but if you spend a lot of damage onto it, like we have like 600k right now, if we spend like 400, 500k on that banner, we possibly could get at least 1 or 2 awakened on towards her, and that'll be a massive increase towards her being a lot better in towards Nightmare. But yeah, I think a lot of people said it in my last video too. Definitely gonna be needed when it comes towards hell difficulty. When we get hell difficulty, you want to have characters maxed out. And to be fair, the good thing she released now, because if she does come out for the 1st anniversary, that does come out in what, August time, if you can get her up to like 10, 11, like 9, 10, 11 star, maybe even the best DPS when that comes out, and you'll be chilling, breezing through with Nightmare. I mean, look at the damage compared to Bum, right? They're both debuffers. He's doing 300 million, 500 now, where Jericho's doing so much. So those multipliers are definitely coming in clutch. And to be fair, I'm just clearing for it. Right now, I probably likely for my team would need another DPS character, and I think she's like the best option now for me. I don't know who I'd put in instead of her. Maybe put in Merlin just to get some crit chance to have other characters do more damage. Maybe Fat King here. Honestly, it's quite fun to see the damage from her. Like, the fact that she's doing more damage than the GOAT Berserk Meliodas is crazy. But guys, that's going to wrap up the video. For quickly, because I forgot to mention at the start of the video, but the potentials, a lot of people always ask me. I do always sometimes show it. I'm bad at it. I'll try and improve. But we only have attack on 2 attacks and only 2 accuracy, so she could be doing also a lot more damage. The reason we did accuracy is because I think when I'm using her in Nightmare stages, I feel like she might miss, but her base accuracy, if you didn't see the stat comparison, is actually pretty decent. She has got the highest accuracy out of like any 7-star or any star equivalent legendary character in the game, so they obviously planned her to be very, very good in towards obviously just normal stages, Nightmare stages, and of course the hell difficulty whenever that comes out. But yeah, definitely a character that if you did summon for, you're gonna be loving it. Like I said, say, should you summon, maybe hold out to Monday. Monday is, if it is gonna be, it will be a festival level character. Just see who it is. If it's Luduciel, if it's Perfect Q Merlin, whoever the character may be, just see who it is. See if they do a grand summon banner alongside of it, and then if they don't, then maybe if you have some leftover currency, go in to see if this Jericho is worth it. But even then, like, I do think long term, this character's gonna be one that, like, you're gonna be always using that. I don't think they're gonna ever release a better character made for story mode other than this character, and especially when hell comes out, definitely gonna be needed. So guys, thank you for watching, and yeah, peace.